We're at This weekend on Rob on Holiday, we're at Center Paris Whinfell, which is in the Lake District. We're at Center Paris Whinfell, which is in the Lake District. Now there are 5 or 6 Center Parcs villages in the UK, and this is the closest one to us. We're in Manchester, and this is about 100 miles away up the M6 near Penrith. Now if you don't know what Center Paris is, it's a holiday village that's full of activities both indoor and outdoor. And the main draw is the Subtropical swimming paradise, which is an indoor swimming area which you can see across the water there. So like I say, there's lots to do both inside and outside, and it's a good job you can do things inside because if you come in February like now, it's quite wet. So let's have a look what there is to do. There's lots of different lodge styles and sizes available at Center Paris. Ours is number 38 Foresters Lane, which is a 2-bedroom lodge. Just want to have a look at it. So what do I think of the lodge here at Center Paris Whinfell? It's a really comfy lodge and most of the facilities in it are great. The bed is very comfortable and it's well heated, which we've needed this weekend because it's been very cold out, lots of snow, lots of wind, and when you come in you want to feel warm, and every time you open the door you can feel the hot air blasting out, so there's absolutely no problem with the heating. The only minor quibble I'd have really is the kitchen. The kitchen area is very small. Now you're only staying here 2 or 3 nights, or maybe 4 nights if you're staying in the week, so it shouldn't be a big problem, but sometimes it just feels a bit small when you're moving around and trying to get things out of the fridge and open the oven. It could have been a bit bigger. The TV, you don't spend much time watching the TV, do you? But it's nice to watch TV in the evening again, especially when it's freezing cold and you've come in after a long day. And I think we've been to lodges where the television's a lot better and you've got Chromecasting, for example, whereas here it's just your bog standard telly with not even high definition channels. So, you know, it's adequate, but it could be better. But overall, I think the lodge is really good. We're staying in a 2-bedroom lodge, like I say, really comfortable. One of the things I like to do at Center Paris is get off the beaten track. Obviously there's lots of tarmac services where you bring your car in on changeover day. I mean, generally during the holiday you don't see many cars apart from the Center Paris technical vehicles, but in addition to the tarmac roads, there are also paths that'll be marked on your Center Paris map that go through the trees. This is one example here. Not seen any today, but the last time we were here we definitely saw a few red squirrels here. lodges look great in the snow. I mean, what a picture this is. But one thing it isn't good for is seeing squirrels. Now, Center Paris Whinfell is a red squirrel refuge. And whilst we've been out and about amongst the paths, we've seen plenty of red squirrels this time. So let's put a bit of a montage on to show you all the squirrels we saw. The most popular activities at any centre parks is hiring a cycle. Now make sure, if you really want to do that, make sure you hire it, book it before you come, because they do tend to have a lot of cycles in these places, but you never know, popular times, certainly in the summer, then you may be disappointed if you turn up and there aren't any left. But lots of great tarmac roads for cycling all around this site. This is not my bike or my lot, but I thought it's interesting to see this, because if you hire bikes, there are plenty of places around the village and all the sports area, the main activity areas, where you can park your bike up, lock it up, obviously get a lock with it, and it's safe when you come out. It's a great way of getting around the park, get on your bike, go to the sports centre, lock it up, come back to the supermarket, lock it up. Good way of getting around. The great thing about Center Parcs, of course, is there's lots of things you can do, both indoor and outdoor activities. Now, you book them before, you can pay for them and see if the courts are available when you get here, but it's best if you really want to do something to book online before you come. It's extra cost, obviously, but things like the bowls, for example, we've done before, I think that's about £10 or £12. It's not really a day for outdoor sports today, as you can see. Very wet. It's good for woodland walks, but not sports. So what we'll do is we'll insert a clip of the last time we were here, and it was a bit sunnier when we played bowls. Here's the Subtropical swimming paradise. It's somewhere we haven't been in this time, but what we're going to do is we're going to drop some clips in from one of our previous visits here, just to show you what it's like. Grabbed a caramel macchiato from Starbucks. If you want to come to Starbucks here at Center Parcs, make sure you get early because the queue builds up. So we got in the queue about 10 to 9. Pretty much got straight in and out. But even though it's raining, there's a nice veranda to sit under and you've got a view of the lake. It's really nice. What's unique about the Center Paris Whinfell, as far as I can remember anyway, I think it's the only one that has most of the centre indoors. All the others are set outside like a little village. So everything is inside the dome here. You've got Café Rouge there, the Hook's restaurant, Bella Italia at the top over there. It's a nice walk through with all the tropical plants and the indoor streams. our mini break to Center Paris Whinfell. What did I think? Well, there's certainly plenty of stuff to do, as you've seen. It's not always this cold, but even if it's cold, you know, you wrap up and you go under the trees. There's plenty of walkways. What I like is lots of tarmacked areas where you can walk around. There's not many cars apart from the service vehicles, and then there are lots of paths where you can get off the beaten track, and you see lots of wildlife as well. We've done really well this time. We've seen a lot of red squirrels, which wasn't the case the last time we were here. Subtropical swimming paradise, although we haven't visited this time. Hopefully we've shown you what it's like in there, and that's a real bonus. I'd love to be in there now, to be honest, rather than out here talking about our visit as a whole. Takeaways are pretty good. I think they're expensive for what you get, being honest. You know, you could probably get better takeaways from your local takeaway, but it's a good service that they deliver to your lodge. What else? Bikes are really good to hire because, as I said, they've got lots of tarmac. You can spend a lot of time going around the whole site, many times on your bike, and obviously if you've got push chairs, you can spend lots of time with your family wheeling around there. Yeah, lodges are very good, very comfortable. The beds are excellent. The kitchens are a little small, which is one of my criticisms, and also the TV. I think you don't spend a lot of time watching your TV while you're at Center Paris, obviously, but the TVs could do with updating. But being honest, I've really enjoyed my time here. We always enjoy Center Paris. So from a very wet and cold and windy Center Paris, thanks for watching.